Top of the morning, yeah. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We on the way to the slave shit. Hey, y'all hit that like button, man, and subscribe, man. Let's talk about this kid, man. There's a 14-year-old kid in Tampa, in Ybor City, right? This happened like a few days ago, not too long. I don't even think it's been a week, it's been like 4 days. So this kid, was in Ybor City in Tampa, hanging out with some other kids. He's 14 years old, right? It's like almost 3 in the morning. It's like 2 something in the morning. He's in Ybor City. Why is a 14-year-old hanging out in Ybor City? Like, where your parents at? So, his crew and another crew get in an argument. And he kind of pump fakes like he gonna pull out a joint, you know what I mean? Like he gonna pull out the blicky. So it's a video. I can't share it on here because I guess it'd be too graphic or whatever. Plus I don't be knowing how to do all that, you know what I mean? But he act like he reaching, and he's arguing with this other kid that got the pool shiesty on. He got a pool shiesty on, but you can see his face on the bottom. He ain't have it all the way up. Jit with the pool shiesty on gets to up his blicky first and sound it off on him, right? He sounds off on him. I seen somebody post up, say that the kid in the red, the 14-year-old kid, his jaw was blown off. You know what I'm saying? Like literally blown off. Like he got hit with a 10 millimeter. You know what I'm saying? 10 millimeter is a dangerous round. You know what I mean? A 10 millimeter is no joke. You know what I'm saying? 10 millimeter, like they use that shit in the woods when they go hunting and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can hit bears with them. You know what I mean? They're bear stoppers. You know what I mean? So he got hit in the face with that. And 16 people ended up getting shot. I thought it was 18. At first they were saying 18, then they said 16. So 16 people end up getting shot. There's video footage all over the internet. Y'all could go look at like just people laying down blood all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people laying down on the ground, bleeding blood, police on them. You know what I mean? You got a body over here leaking. You got a body over there leaking. There's a lot of people who were shot and injured. I believe 2 people died. The 14-year-old and some other guy. But this is for like the parents, man. Like, why would you like... The 14-year-old turns out to be part of some crew, and he's in a bunch of rap videos, waving guns in the air. You know what I'm saying? And all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like all that drill stuff that's going on right now. But if you a parent, like I got a 14-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I got a kid around that kid's age. You know what I mean? I would never let my son do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't a felon, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't a felon and I couldn't be around weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I could be around weapons, like I could own guns and stuff. Like I got crossbows. Y'all seen my videos. I'm gonna jump back into that. It's a little bit windy now. It's too windy, you know what I'm saying? So anything you be shooting, you gonna probably miss. But if you're far away, you know what I mean? But I taught my son how to shoot the crossbows and all that. And if I was a person that could own guns and stuff like that, I'll teach him how to use a firearm. I would have been taught him that, but responsibly, you know what I mean? if you got a child that's like 13, 14 years old and he's waving guns on the internet and he's in rap videos jumping around with choppers and blickies with lasers and all that, like, no, man, we ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? If your parents was in the street or paying attention to anything you do, like, you know what I'm saying, they should have been on that boy ass. You know what I'm saying? Failure to do that cost him his life, man. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks because they got a gun, they unstoppable, bro. Florida in June or July it was July 1st, I want to say, Florida became a state where you don't have to have a carrying permit in order to carry a gun. So the other kid was 21 years old, the kid that had the pool shiesty on, and he wasn't a felon, and he had a gun that was legally his. Now, he said he seen somebody reaching for a gun, and he shot in the other crowd's direction. Now, the 14-year-old kid that died, he had the Red Riding Hood. He had the red hoodie on. Him and his crew seemed like the aggressors, like they was coming towards the other kid. You know what I mean? And then the other kid said he seen somebody acting like they was about to pull out a gun. Now, in the video, it shows the kid in the red hoodie, the 14-year-old that died, reaching for a gun. But the 21-year-old kid said he didn't see him reaching, he seen somebody else reaching. So he busted at somebody else, ends up hitting him, but he was reaching too, because it's in the video. He was right in front of him, like dead ass in front of him, and the 21-year-old got the drop, he got the draw, he drew out faster, and he's claiming, like, stand your ground. He turned himself in at the scene. He ran away. He shot like 2 or 3 shots and ran away, came back and turned himself in. Now, with 2 or 3 shots going off, you already know there's 16 victims. You know what I'm saying? And 2 dead people. So you got 16 injured and 2 dead. So his guns are 10 millimeter. They only found 3 10 millimeter casings, so we know that it wasn't him that did all that shooting. Because you could hear in the video just a bunch of shots going off. So that means that the other crew was probably responding, retaliating back, shooting, and end up shooting reckless and hit like 16 people. You know what I mean? But my thing goes back to the parents. Why is like your kid out here? Like, my son would not be posting guns waving in the air and all that, you know, like in the internet. First of all, I just don't get the stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for y'all young cats watching me, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't get offended, man, but it's just being real, man. Because I do got an audience from 13 to 65 plus. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't too many YouTubers that do what I do got 13-year-olds to 65-year-olds watching them. So I got a wide range from kids to like grandparents watching me, you feel me? So don't get offended, but it's just a level of stupidity, bro, because the lack of common sense. I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna call y'all stupid, I'm just gonna say the lack of common sense, right, for right now. But if you see your favorite rappers doing videos, waving guns all around in the air and jumping around and throwing gang signs, and they're all getting RICO indicted right now, why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you switch it up? If you're really nice in rapping, if you're really nice at what you're doing, you don't have to have all the gimmicks in your videos to blow up. The industry wants to make you believe that. You know what I mean? And your parents, they should be telling you, especially if your parents was a street person. Like me, like my oldest son, I be telling him all the time, no, he could legally carry. He could legally carry, and he has guns legally and stuff like that. But I always tell him, yo, start a security company. Start a security company, bro. You're legally able to carry. You understand what I'm saying? Start going to get contracts and start your own, you know, so you can start working for yourself and all that. But you're not like me. You're not me. You understand what I'm saying? My life, I had my son when I was 17. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like, I see some comments, because sometimes I say things and they be like, oh, your second childhood. It's not my second childhood. Yo, my first childhood I spent in and out of jail and having a kid. You know what I'm saying? In and out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of get stuck in that. You know what I'm saying? At that time frame. So right now it's like, damn, I'm doing things. You know what I'm saying? Later on in life. So I ain't do nothing but sell drugs and run the streets when I was a kid and be in the jail and be in prison. That's what I did. You know what I mean? So I tell my son, you ain't like me, my nigga. You're not a felon, bro. You don't need to be trying to do anything in the streets when you could do so much legally, because you got so many doors open. When you a felon, bro, so many doors close on you, man. You know what I mean? You can't carry no weapon. It's like, oh, you can't carry a gun because even if, let's say, you change your life, you're in the streets no more, but you can't carry a gun, you can't protect your family. So you got to find other means of doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you could barely live anywhere, man. You know how hard it is for me to find a place to live? Because of my record? Because I got dope charges and gun charges and all that. But they give pedophiles, this is how the system works to protect the pedophiles, because the system is mostly all pedophiles and they're behind all these kids missing and all that. You know what I mean? All these teenagers that's coming up missing, all these kids missing, that's the government. You know what I mean? And this is why my channel ain't never going, you know what I mean? Because I be saying shit like that and it's the truth. So their system is to protect the pedophiles. You understand what I'm saying? So a pedophile could get a place to live right next to a school being a felon. But if you sell drugs or you got gun charges or robberies or anything like that, bro, it's so hard for you to find somewhere to live, bro, because you're a felon. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're a felon, bro. I went to rent a place one time and it was $900 a month. And it ran my record and it's in the middle of the slap in the middle. I was in the hood, bro. Anybody know what Cayley and Westmoreland is in Orlando? I was living on Cayley and Westmoreland. Like, the day that I moved in, they found a body in a car. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was one of the most spots where people were getting murdered at that time in Orlando. And it was $900 a month. It was like 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And then the dude ran my record, and guess what he did? He raised the rent to $1,200. I was like, yo, we already signed like $900. Like, nah, I gotta go up, this and that, because of my background. You know what it is to pay $12 to live in Cayley and Westmoreland? $1,200? Cayley and Westmoreland? Man, if you're from Orlando, man, put in Cayley and Westmoreland what you know about Cayley and Westmoreland, but in the comments. $1,200 a month. Get out of here. But I had to do that. Even though I was getting ripped off because I was in the jam. But I always tell my kids, man, yo, you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, don't post no guns and don't post no videos waving guns and none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even teach them like street shit, because I already lived all that. I teach them what to watch out for. But if you a parent, your 14-year-old should not be in Ybor City. You know what I'm saying? At 2:30 in the morning with a stolen gun at his waistline. They found a stolen gun on his waistline when he died. And he was trying to reach for it. And like I said, Florida right now, you don't need a permit to carry, so you don't know who's carrying and who's not. And we have stand your ground. Stand your ground is if you feel threatened, you can shoot an injure and kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot the injure or you can kill them. But people's gonna stank your ass, but they ain't gonna play with you, bro. If they feel threatened for their life, they can shoot you in Florida. And we don't need a permit to carry no more. So you gotta really be careful, man, out here. You know, it's a sad situation, man. A 14-year-old kid lost his life, but it's sad that he was headed in the direction that he was headed. And a lot of times, parents don't know what their kids is doing. Don't get it twisted. Like, you know, even my kids could be out there doing some bullshit and I don't know about it, which, you know what I'm saying, most teenagers are. They out there doing all kinds of dumb shit. I was a teenager doing dumb shit out there that my parents ain't know. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these teenagers out here doing shit that the parents don't know. So, you know, I'm not gonna just beat down the parents like that, but at the same time, it's all over the internet. This kid got videos and music videos with guns on Instagram, waving guns. So it's not like you can't say you didn't know, because he's putting it out for the world to see. You know what I mean? So, man, that shit costed him his life. the kid that shot, the 21-year-old that killed him will probably end up beating this case. Do to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Do to stand your ground. He ended up trying to shoot the whoever he was trying to shoot at, but he ended up hitting the kid that was pulling out a gun on him. He didn't see that kid pulling out a gun on him. He seen somebody else pulling out a gun on him. You feel me? But it ends up they probably all had guns because 16 people got shot. The 21-year-old that killed him only shot 3 rounds. They only found 3 rounds from his gun, so we know it wasn't him doing all the shooting. He didn't shoot 16 people with 3 bullets. You know what I'm saying? So the 14-year-old had 2 bullets in him. He got hit with a 10 millimeter, and then he got hit in the leg. So he's probably gonna beat. The 21-year-old is probably gonna beat this case. He stood on the scene. He ran away, came back, and turned himself in on the scene. You feel me? So, like, all the rights to stand your ground. Like, you know, he felt threatened. They was gonna pull out a gun on me, and he had to protect himself. Not only him and his friends. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled out and he did what he had to do. He ran away because they started shooting at him again. The people started shooting back, returning fire. He ran away instead of engaging in a more shootout and a bigger shootout. He came back and turned himself in while the police was there helping the other victims. So he'll probably beat that case. But it was like a mass shooting. It's the same day that happened to that Slim guy in Texas. I think it was the same day both mass shootings happened. So yeah, man. Beat me up in the comments, man. Let me know what you think, man. You think this 21-year-old kid is going? He's a rapper too, I think. The 21. I think they both rappers and they both from like different crews or something like that. And they had beef. Maybe area beef from Tampa, like, you know what I'm saying, like this side don't get along with that side type of situation. But the kid's not a felon, and he got a gun legally. He's 21 years old. He's in all the rights. The only thing he might have said too much when he said that he didn't see that kid with a gun, but he did see somebody else with a gun try to pull it out, and he just fired in their direction. You know what I'm saying? But the kid is right in front of him on the video, trying to draw the weapon out, and got hit as he was drawing the weapon out. When they go check the body, he had a gun on him and it was stolen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if you think the 21-year-old kid is gonna beat this charge on the stand your ground law, because I think he got a really good chance of beating this on the stand your ground, especially with all the footage on the internet. If you haven't seen the video footage on the internet, look up Ybor City mass shooting and go look at all the different angles of the shootings, you know what I'm saying, and come back to the comments and let me know what you think, man. It's your boy Zulu King, Street Fame 47. Y'all know what it is. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe. Hey, man, I ain't put up my intro with my videos, man, because I deleted it on accident. Bomba clock, man. So now I gotta redo it, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't good at all that editing stuff. I do that stuff myself. Like, I was trying to learn, you know what I'm saying, do the editing and all that, you know what I'm saying, so I could do some better quality videos for y'all, because I'm gonna start doing like all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to do some better quality videos and, you know, get some better cameras and stuff like that. But the editing thing is what, you know what I'm saying, I really don't be knowing how to do it like that. So I did that video, and man, I accidentally erased it, man, so I ain't put it in the intro, so I gotta redo it. That's why my intro ain't been going up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all be safe out there, you heard?